Working in a male-dominated field like sports, Linda was able to succeed and carve out her equal space.
She was a trailblazer who understood the value that graphics, sexy graphics, can bring to a sports product.
If ever you needed innovation and a real look forward and something extra special, that's when I went to Linda Rheinstein.
When we started Fox Sports back in 94 in the early days, that I was introduced to Linda, and it was clear that Linda is like 20 years ahead of the rest of us.
Whether I was at CBS or NBC, it was Linda who became the catalyst for some of the craziest graphical things that I was ever a part of.
Graphics have to tell a story. So they can't just be a bunch of stuff that's thrown at a screen. They have to tell a story. So as I sat in the control room, having to type all the graphics out, I learned how to tell a story from these experts that are all Hall of Fame inductees now. And I also was surrounded by this amazing technology, again, like I was back at NASA, so I was feeling good about it. And I think the career chose me. I didn't get to choose the career. And look where I ended up starting my career, typing. On a data vision, I don't know, is a 6000 or something with 16 pages of text in one color, and you were lucky if you had upper lowercase. Fonts? Oh, those were font? My father took a gamble, and he said one day, Linda, I'm going to take your college money, and we're going to buy a Chiron. And I went, oh, fabulous! What does a Chiron do, Dad? And he handed me the brochure, and I'm reading the brochure, and oh my God, it's got colors, and it's got more than, it's 16 colors and edges and fonts. Oh, life just got perfect.
She, back in the 80s and the 90s, took simple graphics, lower thirds, and started to make them sing. She found ways to be able to add color, to be able to add texture, to make graphics three-dimensional.
And for Fox Sports, she created a bold, exciting look that contributed in those days to what we used to call the Fox Sports attitude.
I have had the most amazing amount of mentors to learn from in this business. You know, I can start with two being Rune Arledge and Don Ohlmeyer. I spent so many hours in the trucks with them. Howard Cosell and the Monday Night Football team was kind of awesome to work on because it was groundbreaking. It was Monday Night Football. It had never been done before.
Welcome to ABC's Monday Night Primetime National Football League television series.
Good television sports graphic has to be seen if you're sitting 30 feet away from the screen in a smoky bar. And I thought that makes probably more sense than anything I'd ever heard in my entire life about graphics, and that was from Linda Rheinstein.
If you had a dream, she would find a way to make it happen. It's like, why not? That was always the byword. Let's try it. Let's do something crazy. Let's do something inventive.
And I like to say that's probably what keeps me a visionary, is that I'm always looking for the new frontiers, and they exist, and we've proven it, and we're still proving it.
If I accept the fact that Linda Rheinstein is 20 years ahead of the rest of us, and the way she sees the world is actually going to work, that what we all can expect is to see cats playing football in space in 20 years, because I believe that's her latest project.
Welcome to Space Games Federation, the first international organizing and sanctioning body for games played in zero gravity.
Oh, and now we have our first celebrity. Our first celebrity is now approaching. It is Space Cat Nikki, of course, the Space Games Federation.
We have 554 astronauts that are currently astraletes. So that's our first team. And we are training retiring or injured athletic players to become astraletes. What does space give you? It gives you something we have never had in sports. We have an equal playing field with Space Games Federation. because what the absence of gravity brings you is equal space. I have a lot more to give, and I don't think the career is over by any stretch of the imagination. I think we're just going to take not only my career, but this whole sports industry to space.